Here's a kettle, Viomi Smart Kettle, works with media, whatever. It looks like this. It has a temperature readout on the handle. That's the button for opening the lid. It has a boil button and a warm button. Capacity is 1.5 liters. Power 1800 watts. It works with 220 volts. The weight is 1.3 kilograms. The color is white. Here's a QR code also for the app, because you can connect it to your smartphone. Viomi Smart Kettle. The smart version has this metal part here. The non-smart version does not have this one. The interior is stainless steel, 304 grade. It can boil and keep warm. It has a digital indicator, protection against boiling without water. The thermostat is made by Strix. And the exterior is a double wool structure, so it will protect you against burning yourself. Just cut that seal. Let's see what's inside. We have a paper, user manual. Here's the kettle. It's covered. Here's the base. And voila, that's inside the box. That's just the foam, nothing more. So it looks like this. There's an interesting space here. The handle has click buttons. It opens just a little bit, so it won't release too much steam at once and burn you. Later you can open it. It stops here. It's stainless steel all over the place inside, plus this cap is also stainless steel. A V logo here on this side. A paper. Here's the QR code for the application. That's the bottom. The model is SK152A. Do not immerse in water. That's the base. This should not electrocute anybody. The cable can be removed. It's not too long at all. That's it. I think there are the same specifications as on the kettle itself. Rubber feet, 3 of them. I guess the water can exit here because it goes down a little bit. It's at a tiny angle, this portion. 210 volts. Boil and warm. Interesting. Maybe you should not open it by hand. Notice the button. When I'm closing it, it goes down. So do not open it by hand because it's barely moving. And that thing inside, that has to be the temperature sensor, because the entire inside is one piece, stainless steel. That thing is the temperature sensor. 1.5 liter maximum and 0.5 liter minimum. There is no filter here, so no plastic is touching the boiling water. Neither here at the top. There is no small little window on the outside either, so it should not leak anywhere. Neither here. There is nothing there. See what will happen. 23 degrees Celsius. That's what it does. It shows the temperature. It's not warm. By the way, it's quite big. You can introduce your hand here. to clean it easily. Do not wash the exterior because electric contacts are there. Wash it only from the inside. Do not submerge it in water. There's water till almost the maximum level. And it says 29. Let's press the boil 29 and the heat sign. Current time is 10:39. There's already some sound. By the way, can you open it while it's boiling? I guess that's a yes, we have bubbles already. So nothing special is displayed. If I open the lid, temperature is increasing, and since the exterior is plastic, it's not burning you. Of course, it's not too hot either, on 51. 77 degrees. We have steam, barely any bubbles. If the furniture is exactly above it, then the steam from here might get exactly on it. So place it a bit outside. It's shaking. 97, 98. Steam goes exactly on the furniture. 99 and it's beeping. It's totally silent. And it's at 99. There was a beep already, so I guess it won't go to 100. The boiled red LED is off also. And we have hot steam. It does not go to 100. When you pour out the hot water, raise the lid, because otherwise the hot water will get in contact with the plastic and it smells kinda ugly. It doesn't smell inside, but it smells here. An interesting part. And I pushed it in with my palm and now it's not moving. Although this handle is not too solid. And here's the watt meter. Currently it shows 0.0 watts consumed. And if I plug this in, 0.5 watts are consumed. Probably those electronics. Kettle is on its base and the display is on. Then it's consuming around 0.045 watts. And if I remove it from the base, then it goes down to 0. So this is not consuming, but that one is consuming a little bit of power. And it goes back. There is a little bit of water in it. And let's try the warm function. If I press it multiple times, then it increases the temperature and then it comes back. If you set it to a low temperature, let's say 55, then it still raises the temperature to 100 and then lets it cool to 55 and keeps it there. So you have to modify it from the app. I pressed it once and it's showing the target temperature. Once again it should show 55. Yes. So it still boils it and then lets it cool down. You have to modify this from the app. It's shaking. It's boiling. Usually it stops at 99, not 100. It stays a lot at 99. The warm is on, the LED, no beep. Around a minute it went down from 99 to 98 and it disappeared. Now it's not showing the temperature anymore. Let's see if I press the warm. It shows the 55. Yes, that woke it up. Now it's showing 96. Now the temperature is off again. Now let's try to press the boil button. Let's see what will happen. It still shows the temperature, it's not boiling it. Let's see, boil again. Now it's heating. 2000 watts are being consumed. It's off again. Although the LED is on. Now it's consuming again. Now it's not consuming and it beeped also. Let's see, at 90 it should turn on again. Now it's at 99. Let's help it by opening the top. 98. Ouch. Then put your hand on the metal. It's sleeping again. We have 7 more degrees and theoretically it should turn on. 91 degrees Celsius. Temperature is dropping pretty fast if the lid is open. Wake up. 90. If it drops to 89, theoretically it should turn on. Beep. And 88. It's not heating it again. 90 is the target temperature. 88, 87 is the current temperature, and it's not heating it again. Interesting, at 84 it's warming it up to 90. It's more than 90. So around 5 degrees in plus from 90, and then 5 degrees in minus from 90. So it starts at 85 and stops at 95, and that's how it keeps the temperature constant, almost constant at 90. What happens if I simply remove it from the base? All the functions will go away. There's no power. The screen turns off. And it's showing the current temperature, but the warm is not on anymore. Let's hold it for 3 seconds and warming should turn off. Yes, it's off. Cold water, let's see what will happen. 88, 70, temperature dropped. Warm it up to 90, remove it. It's still heating. The heat of the heating element has to be transferred into the water. Now let's see if I put it back. Will it remember the last setting to warm the water to 90? Warm LED is not on, and it's not remembering, it's not heating it up. So if you take it off the base, it deletes its own memory. It doesn't remember what to do. It's like unplugging it from the wall socket. To stop the warming, long press the warm button for 3 seconds and it cancels it. Now I'm boiling it. Let's see, can I cancel it by long pressing it? That is flashing. That cannot be cancelled, as I see. But I can go to warm and I can cancel that one. Of course, another method to cancel it is just to raise it up and put it back. 90 degrees Celsius, and that's what is happening inside at that temperature, because it has no window so that you could see what's happening. 94, 95, starts to move much quicker. 97, water is not coming out. 98, and it stopped. It stopped at 98 instead of 100. Yes, it stopped. Ouch. 0 watts. Interesting. It is warm. It's not burning, not yet. I can definitely keep my hand on it, but it's not cool at all. At least it's not burning me. 97 degrees. Let's see, how long will it last? Let's see, after half an hour. And after half an hour it's at 84 degrees instead of 99, 98. And after around 4 or 5 uses, some spots appeared there at the bottom. I guess that's normal. But with the wet sponge it disappeared. So those spots were from the water, not from the stainless steel itself. Let's try the application. Here in the manual we have a QR code, that one, and there is internet on the phone. Open the camera application and it's set to read QR codes. There we have it. homeme.com/download. Tap on that one. Let's see what will appear. Me Home. Install that application. 87 megabytes. And open it. I agree. User experience improvement program. Let's reject that. Country and region. Germany recommended. Hope it won't set it to German. Sign in. So it says on the Mi Home app, tap the plus on the upper right and follow the prompts to add your device. So here we have device, scene and profile. So you have to be on device and there's that plus sign. Add a device. Yes, we have power. There is a Bluetooth sign there, Bluetooth. So let's enable Bluetooth on the phone also. Bluetooth. Mi Kettle, that just appeared. An app is needed to use this device. Okay, so tap on the plus, add a device, and it's asking me to sign in, connect to the internet and make an account just to modify some settings on the kettle. Add a device, create account, use an email address. Now enter an email, create me account, user's location. Only this time. Let's enable location also. Scan pictures and record video. QR code on the device or user manual. That one. Could not scan. Add manually. Allow me home to find allow. Wi-Fi access to find the devices. Mamma mia. Needs Wi-Fi. Smart kettle. To add this device you need to consent, agree. Found Viomi Smart Kettle. Press the boil button for 3 seconds to pair. It has no water inside. Ooh, make sure the Bluetooth is on and keep device added. Loading, set room. Current temperature 24. Keep warm time 12 hour. Water temperature 55. Warm up to the set temperature. Cool down to the set temperature. Warm up. Now it will warm up to the set temperature and not boil the water and then cool down. Okay, now let's remove it. And it's not detected. So it's not on the base, it's not detected. It is on the base and Bluetooth not connected. Will it reconnect automatically or not? Back, kettle, and it's connected. Okay, unplug it. It disappears. Plug it back in. It should not appear until I go back and kettle. It beeps and is back. Some water in it. Let's close it and press the warm button. It says 23, warm again, 55. If you press it multiple times, then the temperature increases. 70, 80, 90, 55, 23, that's the current temperature, and 50. Now let's leave it there and it should warm it up to 50 degrees and it's already doing something. Numbers are increasing. It should not go to 100 but to only 50. We have some sound already and at 50 it should stop theoretically. It has the minimum amount of water so it should heat it up faster. 10 more degrees and it should stop. And it stopped a little bit faster, 50, 51. It stops a little bit sooner because otherwise the temperature still climbs a little bit. Hope it won't go even higher, 53 instead of 50. So that's the warm function. It went even higher. But how hot is that 50? Can you put your finger in 50 degrees? Yes, you can. It's almost burning, but you can put your finger in it. You won't die, but it's not pleasant. It's pretty hot. 50 degrees are pretty hot for my finger. I can't hold my hand in it, but it's not burning. Although 50 degrees, it seems a little bit hot for my finger. It's not too hot using a spoon. So inside my mouth, it doesn't seem that hot as to my hand. Now it went down just 1 degree. For a few minutes, the numbers always turn off, so you can't know at how many degrees it is right now, unless you push a button. 50. 51, it has to cool down more. I'll put it up to make it cool faster. 47 degrees and it still did not power down. So it lets it cool down 5 degrees from 50 something to 45. You can remove it, put it back, and that also eliminates the warming function. The power interruption is equal with long pressing the button. Now the water was eliminated, and here's a question. Can you put it down on a table? Will it melt something below? Well, it should not melt because this part is also plastic. As it's not burning your hand here, it should not burn and melt anything down there either. This portion is protected, it will not burn you, but that is metal. It's inside the kettle and that can burn you if there is boiling water inside. So touch it here, but do not touch it there. This portion is hot. What will happen if there is no water in it? Nothing. Let's set it to boil. The sides heated up. Temperature does not heat up here. And it turned off. So I guess that's the protection. There is some funny smell. So it heated up. Don't try it too many times. There's a drop of water inside. And it is walking around. And the question is, can you insert something into it while it's working? Yes. So it should not electrocute you, but the hot steam might burn your skin.